Oh my. 9 strings sounding exquisite.
Oh shit, we back again. What's up, what's happening? Come to the party and bring a friend. Fuck it, I'm bringing 10. Ooh, trying to chat a 10. Big boy trying to chat a 10. She said I was catchy. I said, so tap him in.
Touchdown!
Double cup, wow, I stuck smile when I puff loud. I touch clouds, catching touchdowns in my mind now, cause I'm zoned out. On a porch couch in the Zod cloud. 2 coughs and I'm back now. 2 coughs and I'm packed out. Somebody give me a drink before I gotta sit down. I'm making hits now with a smooth style.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Riley Puddin Peters, coming to you, as always, with the doctor, defensive backs quality control coach, Preston Rowe. This is the Trash Talk Tailgate, and we are here when something almost miraculous has happened. Superheroes of our era, the TEMU Avengers, have begun to assemble in Pittsburgh. That's right, folks. The Steelers, they want their own superhero group. Oh, nah. Buck's talking about me. I'm the GOAT.
I think we're both the GOATs, dude.
Maybe. 2 GOATs on the stream. What's up, everybody?
Anyway,
2
we
GOATs
appreciate all you guys that are here early, in the comments early, like 2 hours early in some cases. Shout out Jack Lee. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, while you're here.
It's the Trash Talk Tailgate. Come along and join the tailgate.
Get that one out early.
Yep.
Gotta get it out early and often. Let the people know. Like, comment, and subscribe, please, everybody. But as I was saying, the TEMU Avengers have arrived in Pittsburgh. The Steelers and the Dolphins had a trade where the Dolphins sent Jalen, Ramsey, and Jonnu Smith to the Steelers in exchange for Minkah Fitzpatrick and some picks. This is, an interesting trade. Let's put it in fun terms. Interesting trade. How you feeling, Dr. Preston? What do you think? What do you think about this one?
It's just, I don't know, like a few years ago, this would have been a huge deal. But I feel like,
how many years ago? Like 5?
I mean, probably like 4, maybe 5, I feel like I just feel whelmed by this because they're big names, but I think Jalen Ramsey, especially, I think he's kind of washed. Minkah, I know, didn't have a great year last year either, coming off of an injury. The one thing that I'll say is that if Jalen Ramsey plays safety, like more of a safety this year, I would like that more. But if he's going to play pure corner, I don't like that. Because like we talked about with Jair Alexander, corner is probably the biggest position where it is the most noticeable if you lose a step on the field. You lose just a little bit of athleticism, and you're going to get cooked by the best receivers in the league. But if you play safety, you can make up for that lack of athleticism by just being instinctive, and you're playing further off the ball anyway. Oh. What's up, Tom?
How you doing?
Yeah, man. We appreciate you joining the tailgate.
Also, Buck is correct. They were big names. Ramsey, you're right. About a Josh Norman competitor. He was at one point one of the most feared corners in the league, though. You got to give him the due that he deserves. At one point, he was a very, very intimidating corner, and he still has that potential. Like the doctor was saying, put him in a situation where he's not necessarily going to be on 1-to-1 all the time. Where he's in help positions more or less, or zones. He still can be very dangerous, and I think, Pittsburgh is very consistent on the defensive side. Pittsburgh is very consistent on the defensive side. Everyone knows all the adages in the NFL talking about how Pittsburgh has never changed their scheme under Mike Tomlin. They run the same stuff week in and week out. They just do it very well, and that's their game plan. And they'll find a way to put him in. I mean, he's going to be, he's a wily vet. I mean, he's going to find a way in there. You can only assume. And then, of course, Art Smith, getting Jonnu Smith again. They previously spent time together in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And so, according to reports, Pittsburgh was looking for Kyle Pitts. They were sniffing around trying to get Kyle Pitts, which is such a funny sentence, considering everything. But, hey, he is on paper still a freak. It's always one of those things. Maybe he just hasn't got a chance to show it. Who knows? But Arthur Smith got one of his favorite targets in Jonnu Smith. So that's a familiar face in the house. Stuff like that. That kind of chemistry is stuff that you're, I guess, willing to pay for, willing to trade for.
I don't understand. The Steelers, like I said, this is probably a bigger move and a lot more newsworthy a few years ago. It's just so funny, Riley. The Steelers, they seem to be going all in on, veteran, older players. And we both know how we feel about that. It's not a recipe for sustained success. Ask the Jets. It's going to happen to the Bears this year. Especially on the offensive line. I agree with Buck. I absolutely.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he's going to get cooked, man. You put him against the boundary against the number one.
Anyway, Buck, a boundary corner is a number one corner, Buck, because a boundary corner, you typically don't have safety help because it's on the shorter side of the field. A number one corner typically doesn't have safety help. Anyway.
That's what he's saying. If you put him out there, he's going to get cooked.
Yeah.
That's what he said. You can't put him out there.
Okay. But it's the Steelers. It's so funny because they're going all in on these, older veteran players, and I've been seeing a lot of people say the Steelers got rid of a headache in George Pickens just to go out and get Aaron Rodgers, DK Metcalf, and Jalen Ramsey. 3 of the bigger deep football.
It is kind of crazy. I mean, they did kind of build an interesting room in that fair. And
Tom's a Steelers fan.
Yeah, man. Steelers fan, welcome. Saw the talk, and honestly, as a Steelers fan, but we wish that we had more positive news. This has been a very interesting year to be a Steelers fan. It can almost make you want to transition to be another fan. That's coming from a Commanders fan. There's nothing like a couple bad seasons in a row, but Mike Tomlin, one of the legendary coaches, never going under 500. He's putting together a ragtag squad. And this is kind of like, the joke of the TEMU Avengers that's, all over the title and stuff. That's kind of where it comes from, because I think this is a version of what the Rams did when they won their Super Bowl. But I think what the Rams did, especially because they had a phenom, a superstar, a legend, like a one-on-one in Aaron Donald. That's kind of a factor, an X factor, and like a piece that that's just a difference maker. And so I feel like this is it's going to end up being a lesser attempt at doing something like that. But they're definitely trying.
The other thing is, Riley, with the Rams situation, they did go out and get veteran players, but they also had a younger squad. They just got veteran pieces to put them over the top. But the big thing was Matthew Stafford was still 100% in his prime.
Oh, yeah.
And Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers is way past his prime.
Yeah.
And so it's just, I'm not
his intergalactic prime, Preston. He's still in his intergalactic prime. The mother spirit of Earth has spoken to him and has led him to the guidance of the Steel City. Apparently, Mother Earth is a big fan of Pimenti Brother sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
Pimenti Brother sandwiches. He likes fries on his club. So hey, listen, Aaron Rodgers though, you can't deny that this is an interesting pick for any team. He has not shown himself to be what he was when he led Green Bay to a Super Bowl or all those good seasons around it.
A 4-time league MVP. He's not that.
He just isn't.
He's
And
not.
it feels like they're literally building 1 year. It's insane. I mean, hey,
Big dog.
they've always been my team. How long is always? Like, what's the timeline on always? Hey man, listen, it's no shame. Always a timeline one. Always timeline on stuff like that. Oh my god, I forgot that Miami has Storm Duck.
They do have Storm Duck, dude. Isn't that such a great name?
You can't forget Storm Duck.
No.
But I think Minka Fitzpatrick is definitely taking a step back since his injury season, not last year, but the year before that. And for everybody, we're swapping old players. It's almost inconsequential because at the end of the day, it's like it's not like one side went and got a young superstar from the other.
No.
I mean, we call this one the Tides because it's washed for washed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, dude.
I will say this. I don't agree with it. I don't think it's going to work, but I at least understand the vision of what the Steelers are doing. I don't really see the vision for what the Dolphins are doing. They just kind of seem to be throwing shit at a wall and seeing what sticks.
I'm sorry, Preston. Do you not see the vision? He's getting players that are used to playing in the cold.
Oh, true.
They
want it colder. They want it
colder. The chilly Avengers, the Arctic Avengers. That's what Mike McDaniel wants in Miami. He's trying to. The Steelers have built the TEMU Avengers, and Mike McDaniel's building the Arctic Avengers.
Oh, awesome, Elk! Let's go. Welcome to the tailgate. Welcome to the Trash Talk Tailgate. Awesome, out. That's awesome.
See, God, man. Dude. Listen, DK Metcalf though. I mean, seeing DK Metcalf, I think he still has a chance to be in his prime. You know, that dude's just a genetic freak. I mean, he's built like a monster. Everybody knows it. We all saw it. We all saw those draft. And I mean, I agree. Aaron Rodgers is 100% a transitional player.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you get one. Sorry, that's one. He's 100% a transitional player. But the thing is, they're not building the team the way you're supposed to build a team with a transition quarterback. We talk about this a lot. If you're gonna try to base, even one season around a transition quarterback, you need to build young offensive line and good weapons that can last a few years, that'll be there for a few years. And that's not really what they're doing here. They're doing what I would consider more of a sellout. I mean, we've seen the sellout be successful. I was just talking about that Rams team that won. And, we've seen stuff like that before. It can be successful, but it's just if you're going for the full sellout like they seem to be, they picked an interesting cast of characters to backbone it. And if they're trying to play a transition, then they just didn't build the team right. They haven't put the time in the offensive line to get young players. They haven't created a consistent base of weapons that could be around for a few years. So I don't know. It's kind of weird to they're in a weird spot, especially if they don't have success this year.
I agree with you, Riley. I just want to say this to all the new people in the tailgate. First of all, we really, really appreciate it. We appreciate you guys so much.
I'm gonna hit one real quick.
It's the Trash Talk Tailgate. Come along and join the tailgate.
I mean, that's it.
If you're really enjoying this conversation with everyone in the chat and with us, please like, comment, and subscribe. We really appreciate y'all. Tell your friends about us. We believe that we do have the best football content of anyone around. I am a D1 football coach. I've been in coaching my whole life. Riley's been around football his whole life. We really appreciate you guys.
Yeah, appreciate everybody tuning in.
Yep.
And, let them know about the TTT. Subscribe, keep coming back. But
yes,
as we're rolling, I mean, as we finish this up, Dr. Preston, you got any closing for this trade?
It just, like I said, I just feel whelmed by this. It's like a few years ago, big names, huge players, impact players. I'm just not seeing it. Oh, Let's go. Thank you, Tom. We really appreciate that.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Tom. By the way, we do a live stream like this every Sunday at 7:30. So if you really enjoy it that much, keep coming back, man. We really appreciate you.
Woo.
Every Sunday, 7:30 Eastern time. But like I said, I just feel whelmed by this. I get it, but I don't get it. Like I don't think there are any needle movers here. I don't think they're really real impact players in this trade.
For sure. No, I agree. I think that's a great way to put it. There's nothing in this trade that is so outstanding that I feel like it's going to be consequential to the next season.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, though, man. Maybe Jonnu Smith gets one more crazy season.
All
right. So we have another segment that we want to do here. This is an interesting one. These are lists that you see on the internet a lot. You know, you see people talking about all kinds of top 10s, this and that, who's the best, Mount Rushmores, all that kind of good stuff. And today we're looking to do top 10 non-QBs in the NFL. We have a list of, what ended it end up being, 16?
I think it was 15.
15 names.
Yep.
We're going to go through, we're going to list them out for you guys. We have accolades, we have that. We're going to just kind of go through the list, get an idea of who we got. And then from this 15, we're going to make a top 10 for our non-QBs in the NFL.
Current right now. It's current players, top 10 non-quarterbacks currently in the league.
Yep.
Yeah. So I just listed out some guys that I thought you can make a serious case to make the top 10. Yeah. The inspiration for this was I saw another football show do something like this. They didn't have any offensive linemen, no bubs whatsoever. And y'all know that we are a bub-loving show. You have to have bubs in your top 10 because
I mean, the big ugly bastards are the key. The big ugly bastards are the key. The guys up front, the trenches, the thing that makes the ball go or not go. These are the absolute stalwarts of the game. Having a list of top 10 players and not including at least a couple of the guys that are on this list, you're insane. But I feel like this is a very reasonable list.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Buck?
Also, Big Dog is correct. You do need big men
Dog is
big
correct.
Men slamming each other's sport. Big men and the big man slamming against each other's sport.
Ooh. No, you got to have defensive players too, Tom. TTT, we know ball. We appreciate every level of football. Offensive linemen, defensive linemen, corners, running backs, receivers, everyone. We appreciate them all. So,
yeah. Also, Milk, you're right, man. Aaron Rodgers does have a crazy cult following, but the problem with stuff like that is that's not the best for locker room culture, usually.
No.
Cult personalities, the way they swim, the way they swing media and all that kind of stuff, tends to actually end up having negative effects in the locker room. So you got to watch stuff like that.
Buck is 100% correct, by the way. To a non-educated viewer of football, offensive linemen don't make that much of a difference. But really, they are the thing that makes a football team great.
Yep.
Shout out Ben Johnson. Buck just described the Chicago Bears right now.
That really was. That was big. That's literally what I mean. That's a lot of teams, though. A lot of teams that tend to be in the bottom.
So Riley, it's true. Tom's 100% correct. So Riley, where do we want to start here?
I mean, we're starting from the top, dude. Listen,
you want to go
just go for the names. Well, let's go. Yeah. We can start from the bottom. Let's go for the names first. Let's just get familiar of who's on this list, just so everybody knows who we're dealing with. So first and foremost, we got Myles Garrett, the edge from the Cleveland Browns, 8-year pro. He's a 6-time Pro Bowler. 4-time first-team All-Pro, 2-time second-team All-Pro, the 2023 Defensive Player of the Year.
Yep.
With him, we have Penei Sewell, the right tackle from the Lions, 4-year veteran, He's a 3-time Pro Bowler, 2-time first team All-Pro.
He's a
Absolute
stud.
stalwart. Yeah, stud out there in
He's a stud.
Detroit with that offense that's so powerful. Shout out to the Steelers fans. TJ Watt, edge, 8-year pro from the Steelers, 7-time Pro Bowler, 4-time first team All-Pro, 1-time second team All-Pro, 2021 Defensive Player of the Year, one of the most frightening edges to play in the league today, TJ Watt. We have Trey Hendrickson, edge from the Bengals, 8-year pro. He's a 4-time Pro Bowler, 1-time first team All-Pro.
Led the league in
sacks, 2-time sack leader, back-to-back.
Yes.
I mean, insane. You got
then we
Jamar Chase, wide receiver from the Bengals, 4-year pro. He's a 4-time Pro Bowler. Every year he's been in, he's done it. A 1-time first team All-Pro, a 1-time second team All-Pro, 2021 Offensive Rookie of the Year, and 2024 Triple Crown winner.
He's a stud. He's an absolute beast.
You have the cover man himself, Saquon Barkley, the running back from the Eagles, a 7-year pro, 3-time Pro Bowler, 1-time first team All-Pro, and the 2024 Offensive Player of the Year. Then the left tackle, the silverback, Trent Williams from the 49ers, a 14-year pro, an 11-time Pro Bowler.
That's absurd.
3-time first team All-Pro, 1-time second team All-Pro. Trent Williams, absolute monster. One of the legendary offensive linemen left in the league right now.
Future first ballot Hall of Famer, Trent Williams.
Dude's going to have a gold jacket and a bust. Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver from the Vikings, a 5-year pro, 4-time Pro Bowler, 2-time first team All-Pro, 2-time second team All-Pro, 2022 Offensive Player of the Year. The Jay Jetta, go find him. Patrick Surtain, cornerback from the Broncos. We ride. 4-year pro, 3-time Pro Bowler, 2-time first team All-Pro, 2024 Defensive Player of the Year. We got Micah Parsons, the edge from the Cowboys. 4-year pro, 4-time Pro Bowler, 2-time first team All-Pro, 1-time second team All-Pro, 2021 Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Yep.
Derrick Henry, running back, 9-year pro, 5-time Pro Bowler, first-time All-Pro, second team All-Pro, 2022 Offensive Player of the Year. Tristan Wirfs, offensive tackle, let's put it that way, plays both sides, 5-year pro, 4-time Pro Bowler, 4-time Pro Bowler, 2-time first team All-Pro at both tackles.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yep. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Max Crosby, Lane Johnson, Dexter Lawrence. We'll finish it as we go. They all have their stuff. You all see. So many people. All right. We got our list.
So I think there's 15 names on here. We have to cut it down to 10. Then we have to rank them. And chat, feel free to weigh in. Like if y'all think we're missing someone, I don't think we are.
Yeah.
But chat, what do y'all think? Continue to give us your thoughts as well.
Yeah, please. I mean, like you said, let's start from 10. Who do we think is the 10th best player on this list?
I think you probably have to go Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah.
So if you go down, later on in the list, if you don't have an All-Pro, I don't think you can make it. So that, I think that leaves out, Max Crosby, Dexter Lawrence, 2-time second team. But I don't know. A lot of these guys have first team All-Pros as well. So, you know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. I agree. I mean, I like it, dude. I think Trey Hendrickson is a fit.
Yeah, Trey Hendrickson.
He is 100% a fit for the 10th best player in the NFL.
I like it. Trey Hendrickson.
Everybody
Number
agree?
9.
Yeah. If you disagree with that, let us know. We're going to keep rolling. Number
We are
9.
going to keep rolling.
All right, 9th best player. I mean, it's hard to put
It's hard
all
to put
these
a
players-
number on them.
yeah, dude, all these players are so great.
They're
It really
so
is hard.
great, dude.
I think Tristan Wirfs is my number 9 best player.
I like that.
I
mean-
think this just because of the success, but also lack of success compared to some of the other names that are on this list and some of the teams that they play for. I think his ability to play both sides of the ball and be a first team All Pro in
both sides
of
of the line. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, both sides of the line. Yeah, I think he's a fit for this area on there. And absolute
Two bubs on the list. Let's go. I like Tristan Wirfs there. I don't think people realize how hard it is to play both right tackle and left tackle that well and be a first team All Pro at both.
Yeah, it's
like,
insane.
come on. That's
It's
ridiculous.
Hard.
That
it's
is
hard to do that.
incredibly hard.
It's hard to do that in high school, let alone the NFL.
Yeah.
You know, there's levels to this. All right, 8 best player. 8
best player, dude.
8 best player. I mean, there's a lot they can go here, man. You know, there's I mean, if we want to go ahead and parse some people that we think, like, you know, obviously Saquon is going to go
he's
up to the
go
top, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, you got like
Jamar Chase, JJ.
Yeah. I think Derrick Henry's got to go up pretty high.
What about Amon-Ra? I'm kind of torn on Amon-Ra.
I feel like Amon-Ra could fit for the 8th best player. Actually, I think that's a good shout. I mean, he is an absolute engine that make that Lions offense go.
Buck says TJ Watt or Crosby.
I don't disagree with TJ Watt. I actually just think TJ Watt might be a little bit higher in my book.
I agree. Oh, Awesome Elk said George Kittle.
Ooh, that is a good shout.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
I don't know.
I think George Kittle would probably just be outside the top 10.
I think you would too, because listen, man, whatever, you can shoot me. I think Travis Kelce is a better tight end than George Kittle. You can't fight
I think Brock Bowers could potentially be better than George Kittle this year.
Yeah, but you know, that's this year. That's you know, George Kittle is a consummate vet. We got to give him his flowers. All right,
I like Amon-Ra at 8, I think.
I like Amon-Ra too. I mean, that's about where I was thinking. I think my only other thought was maybe Patrick Surtain.
I think Surtain would probably be higher. He's the reigning defensive player of the year.
Yeah, that's kind of what I agree. All right.
I like Amon-Ra at 8. Amon-Ra, I feel like, is criminally underrated.
For sure. Nah, I mean, it's because they have so many weapons and the way that a team works, it is kind of hard to look at one of those guys and be like, that's the dude, because they all do so much. Ooh, he said Micah Parsons needs to make the list.
I mean,
Buck, I agree. He was actually going to be my pick for 7.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with Micah being 7.
You're right. Unfortunately, he can't help it, but when he plays, man, the difference he makes on the Cowboys defense. We talked about it last week, I believe. I made a big thing about just it's how you know how good Micah Parsons is the difference in the Cowboys defense with and without him. It's so stark. Like, you cannot deny how much of a force he is for that team. Look at
that. I mean, that is true. Kyle Hamilton's another great shout.
Yeah, Kyle Hamilton.
I mean, I think
the same thing, though. I think he's like right there. He's in the top 20, but the top 10.
Yeah, dude. It's such
when you look
an
at this
class.
List. Yeah, when you look at this list, it's hard to be like, none of these dudes deserve it either.
Okay, so Riley, so at this point we're just, so I think Mike is going to be 7.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
think we're running out of spots. So are we going to have the Silverback on this list?
I feel like the Silverback's got to make it. And, I do think he goes right here. You know what? Now that we're here, I think now that we're down to like the top 6 and we do got to be smart about this.
Yeah.
I say now let's go from 1. Let's start filling out the top. All right. We filled up our bottom. Let's go from 1 here. Let's be smart about this. Yeah.
Tom's 100% right. This has nothing to do with fantasy. This is just the 10 best football players that are not quarterbacks in the NFL.
For sure.
I think Buck makes a really compelling case. I think Saquon might have to be at the top just for what he did last year.
I mean, he's Mr. Madden.
He is
Mr.
Madden.
Really, for me, it's kind of like Saquon. Yeah, I think it's got to be Saquon. I think Saquon's my number 1, and Penei is my number 2.
Penei, wow, okay.
I mean,
all right.
Penei is going to go. He's going to go down.
Stud.
That's one of the best athletes that's playing in the league right now. It doesn't even matter the position. You can make him a fucking tight end, and that dude would probably get a gold jacket. Penei's a monster.
Over JJ, over Jamar Chase, like that.
I mean, I feel like they're all in the same boat, but
yeah.
Think about what Penei's done for the Lions and where the Lions have gone in the past few years versus Jamar Chase and Jay Jetta and like the Lions and the Bengals and where they've been. There's been a lot of turmoil with both those teams. And, obviously the Vikings had a great stretch last year, but it ended up as fuck all at the end of the season. He's a great player. Like Penei Sewell and that Lions team, man, like they lost a heartbreaker to the Commanders after their entire team had been hit by the bubonic plague or some shit. Like
crazy.
Whatever voodoo witch magic hit them with the injury bug.
I think we should go Saquon 1. I think just based off the season he had, capping it off with a Super Bowl. I know he didn't have a great game in the Super Bowl, but the Chiefs defense went all out.
Yeah, they were like, we're stopping Saquon.
2, I think I'm either gonna go. I like Penei Sewell. I
mean, I think he just the difference he makes.
But then we've got 4 spots.
We got 4 spots. And I think
so
we need to decide what for. Yeah. All right. What do you think?
I think we have to have Surtain.
Okay. Yep.
I think we have to have JJ.
Yep.
Jamar Chase.
Yep.
And TJ Watt.
What about? I mean, we got to have Myles Garrett.
Yeah,
I think we might have to kick Trey Hendrickson out.
Fuck.
And move everyone down and fit TJ and Myles in.
Look at Awesome Elk.
I don't know. I think it might be after we do this.
Trey, I feel like Trey has to be in there because he led the league in sacks the last 2 years. I don't know, man. This is tough.
It is tough. I mean, really, it's yeah. I mean, if you're looking at like in an athlete battle,
Buck says he would keep Trey. We've got 4 spots for 5 players that are deserving. I'm okay with taking. No.
Such a good list.
It's such a good list, dude. This is why we did this. We knew it was going to be really fucking tough. Buck says he'd keep Trey.
I
mean, I don't think we need Derrick Henry. I think he's just outside.
All right, who's 3?
I think 3 would probably be either whoever you like out of JJ or Jamar Chase.
It's got to be Jamar Chase.
Tom says JJ, Trey, Miles. Okay. Ooh, Awesome Milk says, I think Awesome Milk is probably right. Jamar Chase just won the Triple Crown.
Yeah, I think Jamar Chase and then JJ.
And then,
I feel like it's fair to put them kind of right
this
there.
This is a tough-ass list. Chat, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it. Continue to give your input.
Yeah, nah, please. This is a hard list, man. This is
awesome. I feel like you can't have Surtain out because he just won defensive player.
No, Surtain's 5. I feel like that's a solid play. Best corner in the league. It's the 5th best.
Yeah. But then it's TJ Watt or Myles Garrett. I feel like we kind of fucked up here.
I don't know, man. I feel like Myles Garrett is kind of better than TJ Watt.
Well, I feel like TJ Watt is better than Micah.
Ooh.
I'm okay with booting Micah, to be honest.
Oh, shit.
Buck says you have to have Derrick Henry. Now Buck is mad at me.
Micah versus TJ Watt. Come on, everybody. Weigh in. Micah Parsons versus TJ Watt. Which one's better?
TJ Watt, I think, is better. I'm sorry.
They're both very interesting players. Yes.
This is awesome. I'm a Rodgers fan. I'm gonna go Chase. Okay.
Jamar Chase.
Who?
I feel like Myles Garrett.
I mean, I'm okay with putting Myles Garrett there. That's fine. But if you think Micah's better than TJ, then okay. Because it's splitting hairs.
It really is. All right, here's my argument for Micah over TJ.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like TJ has a slightly better team to work with.
A slightly better defense.
Yeah. I mean, that is what I mean. He's on the defensive side. I think he's working with a better defense than the Cowboys are.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like his individual performances are kind of accented. I feel like Micah Parsons had no one else and did a solid job of keeping that defense grinding.
I think TJ Watt is right at 11 though.
Yeah, it's like him and Derrick Henry at 11 and 12, one of those. Yeah. I'm not placing them. We only had to do the top 10.
No.
You can't make me do anything else.
I mean, Tom has a great point.
I mean, he did. See, that's the thing about TJ is he's unfortunately kind of taken a step back in the past couple seasons. I mean, like, Trey Hendrickson has led this league in sacks the past 2 years. Like, you have to respect him on this list. And Micah Parsons, while his numbers are crazy, he just does so much more than TJ Watt does. Like, Micah Parsons was forced to be in coverage a lot last year when he really shouldn't be, but they needed it. They so desperately needed him to do that he had to. Mm-hmm. So his numbers got dwindled just because they took him away. But like when he did rush, he hit pretty well. It's insane.
Another guy, I don't know if he'd be in the top 10 per se. I feel like Chris Jones needs to get an honorable mention as well.
Yeah, I think Chris Jones is in the top 20, but I think you're right. I don't think he's in the top 10 per se.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Okay.
So true. TJ Watt, Patrick Queen, and Cameron Hayward. That is a squad, dude. That defense is really not that bad.
All right. So, Riley, let's go through our list. Let's see
Yep.
what the chat says. This is our final list. I'm okay with it. So we got at number 10, we have Trey Hendrickson. Number 9, Tristan Wirfs. 8, the Sun God, Amon-Ra St. Brown. 7, Micah Parsons. 6, Myles Garrett. 5, Patrick Surtain, the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. 4, Jay Jettas, Justin Jefferson. 3, Jamar Chase, the Triple Crown winner last year. 2, Penei Sewell,
The young
number
bull.
1, Saquon Barkley.
Mr. Madden.
I like it.
No, I feel like it's a fair list, man. If you're going to talk non-quarterbacks in the NFL, dude, this is a fair list. Fair and balanced list. We respect the Bubs.
Yep, 100% we respect the Bubs.
I mean, Buck, I get what you're saying, but the 4th best wide receiver is still like only the 8th best player in the league. There's more than one position.
So, Tom, that is a great question. Look at Tom asking all these great questions. Sunday is the only day that we go live during the offseason. During the season, we will go live a lot more. The season's only 2 months away, which is fucking crazy. But we do release content every single day. But we go live. We have a live stream every Sunday during the offseason. We hope you come back, man. Awesome Elk, Tom. We hope you guys come back. We really appreciate you guys being in the stream.
It's the Trash Talk Tailgate. Come along and join the tailgate.
Always like, comment, and subscribe.
All right. Now is the time. Is it time to have something else fun?
Oh, no. It's a little this or that. We have producer Jazzy Jasper on the scene. He is the question czar, and he is here to lead us in some this or that fun. Oh God.
We have tech issues.
Hold on.
We can't hear
switch
you.
your mic, Jazzy.
Let's go, Awesome
Elk.
Elk.
Appreciate you, Awesome Elk. That's awesome.
Clap for Awesome Elk. That's fucking
awesome Elk of you.
Oh.
There he is.
All right, good. So I see we have some new viewers. So just for anyone who's not wise to what we're doing here, the TTT actually has a writing team, and we want to blindside our hosts here as much as possible with this next little thing we're going to do. So we have basically the same rules here. I've got some lists of some people here. So you're going to pick one, and then I'm going to give you a new one. You have to ask one of the two, not knowing who the next one is.
Gotcha.
So one involving coaches, pass catching units by themselves, and running backs. Which one do y'all?
Let's do running backs.
Yeah, running backs. Let's go.
So here's the prompt. Best running backs in NFL history. It will include ones that are still playing and ones from the past. We are assuming everybody is in their prime.
Okay.
Sick.
And so for round one, we have Derrick Henry versus Jerome Bettis.
Ooh.
The writing team does not miss, gentlemen.
Fuck.
Damn. In the rivalry, too.
I feel like Derrick Henry is just a bigger, stronger Jerome Bettis.
I feel like he's a bigger, faster, stronger Jerome Bettis. I feel like, I'm Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry.
All right. So Derrick Henry versus Terrell Davis.
I mean, Derrick Henry, I feel like.
Terrell Davis was a beast, though. He didn't have the longevity that Derrick Henry does.
Yeah, I was about to say, Derrick Henry's just been around longer.
All right, so now
Buck
Derrick
says
Henry. All right.
I think I'm going to go Derrick Henry.
All right, so now Derrick Henry's on a killing spree. So now Derrick Henry versus Franco Harris.
I mean, I feel like Derrick Henry's on a killing spree.
All right, can anyone stop?
Look at Awesome Elk. Jerome Bettis was the player that made me love the NFL, but the guy averaged like 4 yards a carry. It's Henry.
It's true, man. The bust, awesome. Though, dude. That's he was 3 yards in a cloud of dust football.
Put
No,
some respect on Franco Harris, but it's Derrick Henry.
Yeah, it's Derrick Henry. I mean, Derrick Henry. That's a hard guy to beat. You got to have a legendary name to beat him. That's kind of the thing.
Well, is Bo Jackson a legendary enough name?
The legend of him is, but I don't think.
Yeah, dude. To think Derrick Henry's still a bit. Bo Jackson, unfortunately, I mean, it's legendary. His tragically short career.
Yeah.
Like he's dominant.
Bo Jackson got hurt. We never really got to see what Bo Jackson could have been. So I'm still gonna stay. It's Derrick Henry.
Yeah, it's still Derrick Henry, man.
Oh, so
this is actually a killing spree.
Before I hit the next one, do you guys think that anyone? So
yes.
Tom.
Yes.
All right.
There's plenty of people that beat Derrick Henry.
Yes.
All right. So for round 5, Derrick Henry versus Thurman Thomas.
Ooh.
Thurman Thomas is a Hall of Famer. He was key on those Bills teams that went to 4 straight Super Bowls, but never
lost
won
them all.
one.
Lost 4 straight losses. Yeah, dude. I don't know. That's actually a good one, dude.
That's really good. That's tough. The writers don't fucking miss, man.
See, I think you got to let the gold jacket speak here, man.
I'm going to go Thurman.
I think Thurman, yeah. I mean, leading a team to 4 straight Super Bowls, even though you lose them, it's still impressive. Not even kind of, it is.
All right. So Thurman Thomas versus Tony Dorsett.
Oh shit. It's been a long time since I heard that name.
I would take Thurman.
Yeah, for sure. You had to.
I would take Thurman.
And for round 7, this is the first for all the marbles here. This is the final boss, Marshall Faulk.
Ooh. Marshall Faulk. Running back.
Fuck. My gut says Marshall.
I'm going Marshall. I think I got to go Marshall. Just the name, man. Thurman Thomas is a legend. But the thing is, he got kind of left in obscurity because the team was like those being unsuccessful in 4 straight Super Bowls kind of cursed that team. A lot of their names are kind of forgotten. Marshall Faulk is a legend, man. People know him. Marshall Faulk, running back, one of my favorite Rick Ross lines. That's it. That's the whole line. Marshall
Faulk, you could argue, is the greatest all-purpose back in NFL history.
Yeah,
he was able to catch the ball out the backfield, his pass blocking, and his ability to run the ball. To me, he's one of the most criminally underrated running backs of all time. As we do
this, as being also the person, the lead editor for the TTT, we do talk about running backs a lot.
We do.
And Marshall Faulk always wins.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Marshall Faulk, dude. Dude's a legend, dude. That's the greatest show on turf.
He was the engine of that offense. He made that offense go.
He's the legs of the greatest show on turf, and they like to do those rocket kicks. Dun 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 dun.
So what? Right. Marshall Faulk is the king of the hill.
He's the king of the hill.
Hell yeah!
All right. So do you guys want to do
coaches? I want to do coaches.
All right.
Let's do coaches.
So the prompt for this is the best currently employed NFL head coach. This dynamic does not include first-year overall NFL head coaches, but it may include head coaches that were already NFL head coaches before, but will be head coaches for a specific team for the first time. In general terms for 2025, please try to disregard the talent on each team and focus as much as possible on the coach.
Okay.
So for the very first round, we got Mike Tomlin versus Sean McDermott.
I mean, I gotta go Tomlin.
Tomlin.
Not Mr. 9/11.
Awesome Note gets it, man. Awesome Note still talking about running backs. That's awesome. It's Tomlin.
All right. So now Mike Tomlin versus Kyle Shanahan. I feel like this one might be kind of
fuck.
See, it's a hard one, man. That's a hard one. But Shanahan's such a choke artist.
He is.
I know Tomlin isn't much better in recent years, but dude, Shanahan is such a choke artist. I think I got to go Mike Tomlin.
He's won 3 Super Bowls.
Go watch our video on Kyle Shanahan. It's the one where we painted him like a clown in the thumbnail.
Buck gets it.
Still Tomlin.
He had He had at least a 10-point lead in the second half in every single one of them, and he lost all of them. So I'm still going to go Mike Tomlin.
All right. So Mike Tomlin versus Pete Carroll.
Carroll.
Yeah, Pete Carroll.
All right.
Carroll. His
Carroll.
ceiling is higher.
I mean, yeah, Pete Carroll's, that dude's a legend.
All right. So now we got Pete Carroll versus DeMeco Ryans. I hope I said that right.
DeMarco.
DeMarco
yeah.
Ryans.
No,
D'Amico.
DeMeco Ryans. So Pete Carroll versus DeMeco Ryans.
I don't think that's really that hard. It's
It's
Carroll.
Pete
It's
Carroll.
Carroll.
Pete Carroll's
Yeah.
a legend.
100%.
Chat seems pretty with you guys on that.
Yeah.
All right. So Pete Carroll versus Matt LaFleur.
Pete Carroll.
Yeah, Pete
LaFleur
Carroll.
hasn't won anything.
Yeah, dude. No, it's not even close. That
It's
one's
not even close.
That's a slaughtering. That's a Prince Edward home county or Prince
Oh,
Edward County homecoming.
There's very few coaches that you could put up there that would beat Carroll. I'll just say that.
Yeah,
So-
this is gonna be a hard one. This is harder than Derrick Henry.
All right. So we're on round 6. We got 3 more rounds left. Do we want to make a bet here that Carroll's going to go all the way?
Oh man. Dude, I don't
You
know what the
could-
list looks like.
I mean, there's still Andy Reid out there.
There's a lot.
So-
There's a few names. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see.
If Andy Reid's not on the list, I would bet Carroll goes all the way.
Ooh, all right. So Jim Harbaugh.
Oh,
Jim Harbaugh, Carroll.
Yes. All right. Kevin O'Connell.
Carroll.
Yeah,
Easy.
Pete Carroll. Yeah.
And for the last one, the final boss of this list, Sean Payton.
Whoa. Bounty Gate. Bounty
I
Gate.
would still probably go Pete Carroll.
What, dude? Pete Carroll didn't put money on other opposing quarterbacks. That's not. Pete Carroll never orchestrated bounties. How can you call him a great coach? He didn't do everything he could.
I still think Pete Carroll, like Sean Payton wasn't good his last few years with the Saints. I still think
Pete
it's
Carroll
Pete
wasn't that great with the fucking Seahawks.
Yeah, but his roster was dog shit and they still went above 500 every year.
All right. Pete Carroll.
It's Pete Carroll.
He
I
goes
think
to the
Pete
end.
Carroll.
It's
All right.
actually Andy Reid.
If you would have had Andy Reid, it would have been Reid.
Yeah, I think the writers omitted him because it just would have been like,
Too easy.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
too
think
easy.
so.
You gotta,
Nah,
do, you gotta
dude.
do like the WWE Royal Rumble and make him come in last.
All right, so we got one more that the writers have provided us with.
All right.
Okay.
These are, so the prompt is pass catching units by themselves. It may include wide receivers of any kinds, tight ends, skilled pass, and catching running backs from today's NFL, disregarding as much as possible the starting QB, head coach, offensive coordinator, and the overall support from the overall offensive
Just the
line.
players. Got it.
Just the players. And so the very first one, the Arizona Cardinals versus the Atlanta Falcons.
The Cardinals have Marvin Harrison Jr., Trey McBride, and
I think that's it.
who's their running back? I can't think of their running back.
Connor? James Conner?
James Conner, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's James Conner.
And then the Falcons. The Falcons have a lot of names that people think are better than they are, like Bijan Robinson, Drake London, and Kyle Pitts.
I think it's got to be the Falcons. I don't know. I think Bijan is legit. I think you can't say he's fucking. That guy's everything out there for them, dude. He does everything he can. I think Drake London's good. And if Kyle Pitts ever actually put on a football helmet and decided to show up to the football field and play, he would probably be a monster.
So you're gonna go Falcons?
I think I gotta go Falcons. I think the Cardinals are
That's
just
fair.
too inconsistent.
That's
You're
fair.
just thinking about we're just thinking about the people as athletes and not the whole team.
All right. No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Just
All right.
because we're just looking at the skill guys, so that's cool.
All right, so this one I feel like I know the answer, but it's the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh yeah.
So the Falcons are the Chiefs?
Falcons are the Chiefs.
I mean, if you're killing all the pass catchers, yeah, that's got to be them. Got to be the Chiefs.
But Kelsey's older.
Fuck you. Quit saying.
Rasheed Rice is hurt, and Xavier Worthy. Like,
Yeah, so the prompt says it can be for like last year or like what the future holds. Like you guys
if
can
it's
go
for the
either way.
future, I would take the Falcons.
Shut up. Fuck
It's
you.
true.
That wide receiving core in Kansas City has done work. Dude, Travis Kelce, you can say he's older. That motherfucker finds space better than any person on the field still. He's going to have to destroy a knee and get carted off the field before you take that. Like, the motherfucker is one of the best pass catchers that we have.
The only time I've seen Travis Kelce suck bowels is when we put him on the Jets in Madden. Go watch that. Go watch him when they try to teach me how to play Madden.
True.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, dude. Pacheco, Kelce. Yeah, no.
All right. So are we in agreement
Right.
it's the Chiefs, or do you want to
Y'all can go the Chiefs. I disagree, but it's cool.
You just didn't want to take them over the Cardinals. Fuck you. You're just being a hater.
I'm not high on the Chiefs. Like I don't
know you're
like
not. You're
receiving
a
room.
hater.
I'm
But
not
they
a hater. I
produce.
just don't think it's as good as people say it is. Anyway,
All right.
what's the next one?
The LA Rams.
They got Puka and Devontae. It's the Rams.
What say you, Riley?
Who's their tight
And
end right
Kyron
now?
Williams.
Who's their tight end right now?
Who's the Rams tight end right now?
I don't know, man. I do love. I mean, I think
They
Puka's
drafted.
great.
They got a good one in the draft last year. I just can't think of his name.
Is it Tyler Higbee?
Oh, I think that is. Is it
That's
not?
what,
No.
that's
I
what
think
the
it's
Google. That's what Google AI said.
Davis Allen.
Davis Allen? No, he was a tight end that they got in like the fourth round.
Oh, they
He
just
did work
drafted
for them
someone.
last
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
I can't think of his name.
Fuck it.
But I would still take the Rams because they have Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua and Kyron Williams. Like, come on.
Oh yeah, Devontae
Terrence
Allen.
Ferguson, that's who it is. Terrence Ferguson.
Yeah.
Shout out Chat. Chat coming in clutch. I appreciate you, Chat. Chat, by the way, please, like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. Keep the comments coming, man. Please tell us what you think in the comments. We really appreciate it.
I don't know, man. I feel like Puka is good. Devontae Adams that's a crazy pool. Being like, yeah, they got Puka and Devontae. Yeah, that's definitely the better team.
Devontae's still good though.
Yeah, last year he was amazing. Yeah, I mean, what?
But
Nah, dude, it's got to be the Chiefs, dude. They got blown up in the Super Bowl. They still made it to the Super. Like that unit. Fuck, who's playing the ball, dude?
I'm taking the Rams. I'm taking the Rams.
Hey, I just also want to point this comment out from Super Lee.
That
That was funny.
is-
All right. So for the next round, we have the Las Vegas Raiders.
Hold on. Ah, damn. We hadn't decided yet.
Yeah, we haven't
Oh.
decided.
Oh, sorry. Then, oof.
No, we're arguing back and forth still.
Yeah. How do we want to settle this? Do we want to do chat?
All right, chat. Rams versus Chiefs. Who is it?
Better receivers.
I'm gonna count for 40. I don't know. I'm gonna do like.
I
I'm
think
gonna give you
Bucks
guys
your
going
votes.
Rams.
Come on, everybody. We need help here.
We do need
We're
help.
in
We're in
time.
disagreement.
Give everybody a second to do this, please. Comment who you think is gonna win. Is it the Rams wide receiving or catching core? Catching core, wide receivers Thailand.
Buck hyped up the Rams just to say the Chiefs. Fuck you, Buck.
It's just your only name you said was fucking Puka Nacua. Terrence
Puka
Ferguson.
is a stud.
So is Xavier Worthy.
See,
Oh,
Tom
okay,
gets
now
it.
we
The
go-
Rams are way better.
Okay.
I told you.
Next
almost like I
next
know
one wins
ball.
it.
All
The
right.
Rams win it. Riley's
All
upset.
right. Yeah. Rams versus Raiders.
Yes. Rams versus
Gotcha.
Later.
You have Brock Bowers, who I love. Jacoby Myers?
Yeah. I think
And- Ashton
Right.
Genty. Genty hasn't done anything yet.
Genty hasn't done anything. I mean, like Brock Bowers carries that wide receiving room out
He
there in the
does.
Raiders. So I think it's kind of got to be the Rams just because
Mhm.
it can't be one guy.
I think it's the Rams because I think Genty can be awesome, but he needs
He hasn't done anything.
to prove it. Raiders suck as a Steelers.
Ain't
fan.
that the truth?
That's awesome. That's awesome. Shout out Tom. All right.
All right. So this one might hurt Buck a little bit, depending on what you guys say, but it's the Dallas Cowboys.
They have
Ooh. CD and Cavante guns in the car Turpin. Oh man.
I mean, CD is hard carrying that.
Yeah, but CD's a monster.
He is a monster. You could argue
And
he
he's
could also be in the top 10.
In all fairness, the Rams are carried by Puka. Like Devontae's good, but he didn't have a great year last year, and they got a tight end that has no name.
And they also have
Kyren
George
Williams.
Pickens. They also have George.
Oh yeah,
Pickens.
they're George. Yeah, no, it's the Cowboys. I think just raw players, not thinking about because the
George
whole thing is.
Pickens hasn't done anything though.
Are you telling me
He's got insane talent, but he hasn't put it together.
All right, but still, Puka and Devontae Adams versus CD and George Pickens.
Who's their running back? The Rams have Kyren Williams.
They have Kyren Williams, and then
Who's
tight
awesome.
ends. We also got to compare tight ends.
Would that be
Jake Ferguson? That's right.
Jake
They got
Ferguson? Yeah. The Cowgirls also suck.
They do also suck. I don't really like to pick them, but I feel like this one is like, I don't know, man. I feel like those two wide receivers make the difference. If you like the way it's phrased as athletes, like Kyren Williams is great, but I don't know, man.
I mean, they don't have a running back.
But they got two good tight ends and two good because they also have that Schoonmaker. That kid was these. Like all they have is these fucking people they throw the ball to. That's the thing. You're talking about two teams.
I'm gonna say it's the Rams, but if y'all disagree, then that's fine.
All right,
hasn't done anything.
And since we're on the Cowgirls, I have a little bit of homework for any of our new viewers. If you can go dig deep in the ancient TTT and find the Dallas Cowboys and DM us a link, we will send you a sticker of our totally sick logo that's reversed on my side for whatever. We'll send you a free sticker if you go find that and watch it, because it's also fun to show it to Cowboys fans. You can watch the color drain from their face. It's pretty ruthless. You go find the Dallas Cowboys deep in our catalog. We'll send you a sticker.
It's one of our favorite videos that we've done. We do a lot of crazy ass content on here.
We do
about football.
Yeah, that one, it did well on Reddit, but it didn't do well on YouTube, but it's still like one of my favorite things we've ever made. So we will send you a sticker if you go watch it. All right.
I'm going to say it's the Rams. We haven't decided, Jasper.
No, it doesn't see. I think we're going to have to let the chat decide again.
Yeah.
So chat, would y'all take the Dallas Cowboys
and also
group,
they got to
or the
DM it
Los
to us on
Angeles Rams
YouTube.
skill group?
DM the short to us on YouTube to show you found it, and we'll send you a sticker.
Look at that.
He's gonna show it to a Cowboys fan at his job. I already know he is. And you should.
Buck is being a diehard Cowboy fan right now.
I mean, I just
as you should.
They have such a depth. They have such a depth of receiving core. Like that's the thing about them is like that's like all their success last year with all the quarterback. It was just because they have so many people that catch the fucking ball, and now they got another one.
They don't have a running back. George Pickens isn't good, Buck. He's talented, but he hasn't done anything. If y'all want to say the Cowboys, fine. We'll say it's the Cowboys. I disagree.
Yeah, dude. I feel like you're riding the Rams 2 players, dude. Puka and fucking Kyren versus.
They have 3. They have Devontae and a good tight end in Terrence.
All right,
Pearson.
whatever I'm saying. Oh,
anyway,
Terrence Ferguson hasn't done anything.
He had a good year last year. Oh my God. Anyway, see, Awesome Elk gets it. He gets it.
I mean, they're both. That's the thing is like you just there's just so much depth versus both of
It's
them.
the debate.
Yeah, no, I just feel like the depth
Well-
of the wide receiving core of the Cowboys is crazy compared to the Rams. Like they
I
just
feel
have,
like I'm outnumbered, so fuck it. Let's just move on.
The Cowboys. Hey, Preston. All right, next we have Preston's favorite NFL team,
Oh,
the
no.
Chicago Bears.
Go fuck yourself.
I mean, I don't think the Bears win, do they? I mean, Cole Kmet, Roma Dunze,
DJ Moore,
TJ
and
Moore. I mean,
they
I
don't
know.
have Keenan Allen anymore, but they drafted Luther Burden and they drafted Colston Loveland. They haven't done anything. I like the Bears skill guys. I
I was
just
gonna say,
think
on paper, that's actually a pretty solid team on paper.
It's like it sounds like it's supposed to be good.
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, if we're going on paper and you're forgetting the team around it and just thinking about the players, that's
Which
actually
is in the prompt.
That
the
is the
prompt.
prompt.
No, like I think they have a better skill. I think they have a better skill group than the Cowboys. The problem with the Bears is that their quarterback is Caleb Williams and they have no fucking offensive line.
Yeah, but those
That's their
specifically
problem.
are in the thing as don't worry about it. So I think it actually has to be the Bears.
Yep.
The Bears.
Oh, fuck.
The
Don't
TT
say that.
The TTT. I mean, the TTT did also just pick the Bears. Hell
We
is
picked the
frozen. Hell is
We picked their
frozen.
we picked their skill group on air with nothing else factoring in from the team.
Yeah.
All right. So the next one is the Minnesota Vikings.
The Vikings,
The Vikings.
Jay Jetta.
The Vikings.
And-
100%.
That's
For
one of
our-
the very few people that is just one guy makes the difference.
Yeah.
All right. And for the final round, for the boss, we have Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buck them up.
Because you have Mike Evans,
Yeah,
Chris Godwin,
Godwin.
Jalen McMillan. They just drafted Emeka Ibuka. And you have
And
Bucky Irvin.
Bucky Irvin out of the backfield. And who's their tight end? They have a decent tight end, right?
I can't think of their tight end.
I think it might be the Bucks, man.
I
don't know.
think it's the Bucks.
I think it might be Tampa Bay. I mean, Jay Jetta is amazing, but he does carry that core pretty heavy.
By the way, Riley, look at this. Your hate of Devontae Adams is fucking stupid.
We all hated on Devontae Adams. It is that man.
Oh, he's
Hey.
talking about JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, Kate Otten. That's who the Bucks tight end.
Kate Otten's a good tight end.
Yeah.
I'm
taking
gonna say
Bucks.
it's the Bucks. It's the Bucks.
We buck them up. You love to
All
see
right.
it. Raise the flags, boys.
Jasper, do we have another? Do we have one more?
I think that is all we got.
No. We have one more.
We have one more.
We have one
You have
more.
one from the doctor.
Yeah.
You have one from the doctor,
I
supposedly.
do. I sent it to you on Discord.
Ah, okay.
I fucking told you about it, dog. What the fuck?
The questions are.
Discord. Will you resend it real quick? I think I'm gonna have to dig through it.
It's
Jasper,
literally,
we need more.
bro. It's
Failing as the questions are. Is it
Oh.
in Strat?
no. I sent it directly to you. I didn't want
Yeah,
Riley.
it's probably a DM because I didn't want him to tell me.
There you go. I just sent it to you.
Grazie. Ah, okay. Yeah, I blanked on entirely. My bad. So, who
Oh,
is
look
your?
at that, Jasper. You're letting the people down.
I know, dude. Very executive producer behavior. So, who is your Mount Rushmore of football players that you enjoyed watching the most? Not just the best players, but players you enjoyed watching the most. And I think we should invite the chat to also
100%.
participate in this because,
Yeah.
I think, I saw a couple comments where it was like, this guy got me into watching football, things like that. So, who is your Mount Rushmore of like football players that you love to watch?
Isn't that tough?
It's a great one. Are we doing NFL or college? Or both?
I think we could probably do both. Like
Yeah, I think
one
it should be
for-
both.
Yeah.
Just whoever? All right. This is I mean,
If it's college, that's a
Clemson,
different conversation.
CJ Spiller.
Yeah. That's a great one.
I mean, for me, I'm just for me, as like if we're asking, I feel like this has to be an individual personal thing for each of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so for me, number one for me has got to be Clemson CJ Spiller. Them playing Georgia Tech and absolutely dominating them was one of the first games I consciously remember watching, like, period, and is the game that made me a Clemson fan.
That was this book. Brady, Edelman, Kuechly, Steve, Smith. Smitty was on my list. Like, Smitty was – I definitely thought about Smitty. You want me to go, Riley, while you're still thinking?
Yeah, I'm thinking that one came off the top of my head, 100% off the top of my head, and I'm like, all right.
This guy watched Barry Sanders. That's awesome, Elk. Let's go. Aaron Rodgers, Barry Sanders, Randy Moss, Michael Strahan.
Oh, I got another. All right. I got another one.
Okay.
I got another one. All right. So Clemson, CJ Spiller, his entire career, Ndamukong Suh.
That's fair.
I loved watching that motherfucker, dude. That's like one of those guys that you watch. Like, he made me want to watch games wherever he played just because you're like, I can't wait to see what dirty shit this dude does. I can't wait to see what quarterback he stomps today.
For me as a Virginia Tech fan,
I
think number one is Michael Vick.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of like Spiller for you.
For sure.
You know? Another guy, I feel like, so this is just for everyone, like for college and pro.
Yeah.
That's tough.
It is. I only have two.
I would probably go with Awesome Elk here. I'm also going to say Randy Moss.
Yeah.
I loved watching Moss, like, especially with the Patriots when he was with Brady. That shit was awesome. This is the second time I'm going to compliment the Bears today, which is fucking crazy.
Hell is frozen. I'm telling you.
Yeah, dude. But I'm going to say Devin Hester. Like, typically when you're watching a football game, whenever it's a kickoff or like a punt, that's when you leave the room and, like, you know, get a drink or go to the bathroom. You never did that with Devin Hester. Because you wanted to see what kind of crazy shit Devin Hester was going to do next. So, I mean, he's the only player in NFL history to return the opening kickoff in the Super Bowl for a touchdown. Facts. That's how electric Devin Hester was. Fuck, this last one's really fucking tough.
Dude, this shit is hard. I mean, I've got two. I've got a third one, and if we want to talk about, like, in my entire life, I've got to give some credit to this person because just recently they've got me through a lot, and that's Terry McLaurin. I mean, Terry McLaurin's on my Mount Rushmore of people that have kept me watching football.
I'm shocked you didn't see Jaden.
Just Terry McLaurin, it's been so through everything that we've been going through, all the darkness. He has been such a light. He's like literally one of the only reasons I've stayed a Commanders fan. I don't give a shit. Fuck you, Buck. Cowboys suck. Who's your list? Dak Prescott? Go eat one.
The
last one is hard.
The last one is really hard.
So I think I got all four of mine.
What are your four?
Yeah. So I think first is Jalen Milroe, just because like I watched him all last season, and like even when he was getting his ass whipped, like that Alabama squad was never broken. They were like fighting to the very end, and you know, like usually when you're watching any kind of competitive thing, like you can always tell when the losing team's spirit is broken and they've just given up. It's like just waiting to take their L, hold it, and go home. Like you didn't really see that happen with that squad ever, and I respect the shit out of that. Number two is Zane Gonzalez, the kicker from the Commanders. We saw that game where they kicked the shit, where they beat the Bucks. We went to that game. The TTT went to that game, and like I remember, like watching before the game, this man kicked a field goal from like across, like halfway mark on the field, and I was like, "Holy fuck, what a monster!" My third is Brent Key. I remember watching the game with
He's
you,
a
Preston.
coach.
He is a coach, but I think it's just people in general, right? Or was it players?
It was players, but I'll give
players.
it to you.
Yeah, you gotta let me have it.
You just got into football, so
I did, so yeah, you gotta let
Yeah.
me. But like that shit made me a Georgia Tech fan, even though he lost. Like the facial expressions that man was making that whole fucking time.
Kirby Smart broke that man.
He did. Watching that man get broken on TV was probably one of my favorite football experiences.
Oh my God. What's
ever.
that, guys?
Sees that. If Brenke ever watches the TTT, he'll hear us use the run the ball clip, but also we'll play that and we'll give him a flashback.
Yeah, dude.
All right. Man, I'm
who's
still
your
having a
last
hard
one,
time.
Riley?
Dude, I'm still having a hard time.
It's hard, man.
No, number 4 is hard. And, my 4th is Joe Burrow, just because it's funny to watch him suffer, because he's so excellent and the team around him is so bad, and that man makes me care about football.
That's a good one.
Joe Burrow has made me care, besides the TTT, but Joe Burrow is one of my favorite characters in modern football. It's so much fun to watch him, as he performs so well with the rest of his team. Is just especially that O-line turnstiles, I say.
All right. I think I got my last one. I've been trying to ponder it over. I think it's got to be Jonathan Ogden.
Ooh.
Because that's the guy that made me want to play left tackle.
That's awesome.
I mean, that's the dude. I remember watching those Ravens teams as a fucking child, right? Like just an actual baby. Yeah.
I think
Tom,
at this
it's
point,
just whoever you enjoyed watching the most.
People that got you into watching. That's just anybody in general. Now,
Yeah.
the only reason most of our list wasn't current because both me and Dr. Preston have been watching for a long time. So if you think about this list for us, like the core people for us are going to be older. Producer Jazzy Jasper Green over there is a neophyte to the football world.
I am. I had to learn. I never thought I'd care about football, but I started working on the TTT and started having to care about football. It's been fun.
I'm
It's been a
trying
lot of
to.
fun.
Oh my God. I have another. Oh man. This is just another fucking side one. I can't really put him on the list because he hasn't really been great per se, but Morgan Moses. He's like 40% of the reason I even got an offer to play at the University of Virginia because he saw me at a camp and got me into the UVA camp. So
Hell yeah.
and that
That's
dude.
awesome.
So Morgan Moses. That's another one for me.
I'm trying to do 2 from college, 2 from the NFL. I already have my NFL ones.
He's torturing himself.
I am, dude. I mean, dog. Like, to me, the most besides Michael Vick, the most electric college football player I've ever seen was Johnny Manziel.
Oh,
Johnny Football, man. That man would get coked the fuck up and then go out and beat the shit out of Alabama.
and not just coach, he'd get piss hammered the night before,
Yes.
be hungover, do some yayo, and then go slang it on Bama. Tom,
we don't discriminate, man. If you're older, that's
Welcome
cool.
to the TTT.
Yeah, dude, for sure, man. Listen, hey, that's all the point of views are welcome here at the Trash Talk Tailgate.
Absolutely.
We're just honest with ours, Hey, these are we welcome everyone's list. Everybody drop your list though, man. Drop your 4.
Yeah.
Everybody drop your 4 in the comments.
Ooh. He loves him some Johnny. Awesome Elk gets it, man. Let's go. Johnny Manziel was a beast.
Yeah, dude. Manziel magic. That's a fair one, dude. I feel like that's it. All right. So
Preston, does Tyrod Taylor not have a chance to make your list?
I was debating Tyrod. I was debating.
I feel like if you got Michael Vick, it's hard to put Mike and Tyrod.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I love Tyrod. Don't get me wrong.
This whole show loves Tyrod Taylor.
Also, guys, have you on the bell. Keep fucking making it. Let's go. Awesome, fucking
appreciate you, brother.
Thank you.
We appreciate it, man.
That's it. That's the energy we like. Bring that energy. Bring it.
Tell everyone you know that loves football because we talk football That's what we do. We talk and we know ball. Tell
We know
everyone
ball.
you know about us. We really fucking appreciate it.
Real ball
this
shit.
This show has one of the youngest guys to ever be a D1 football coach and a walking medical study of a man whose high school career could be a movie.
Yeah.
It's safe to say the TTT knows ball. And we're also we were dead on with our predictions for the NFL last year. And my guys predicted the college football championship. They predicted the Natty as well. So if you want accurate coverage, come to the TTT, please.
Oh, distraction. All right. So just one last run. Everybody, just for sanctity, let's run down just in a concise list. So for me, I'm going to do C.J. Spiller in Clemson, Ndamukong Suh, Jonathan Ogden, and I forgot who else I said.
Didn't you have Morgan Moses?
I did have Morgan. He was my honorable mention. I said someone else in between now and then.
I
Damn.
don't remember who it was.
Got my own list. What a guy.
No, I almost forgot Joe Burrow.
You can't forget Joe Burrow, man. For me, it was Michael Vick, Randy Moss, Johnny Manziel, and Devin Hester.
Nice.
I mean, you can't go wrong. It's at the end of the day, it's your own personal list. Guys that made you excited to watch football.
Oh yeah.
And that's what we love here on the TTT. We just love to talk ball. We get excited about ball. Football starts in 2 months, which is fucking crazy.
Tick-tock.
On the clock. It's about to get real exciting here in the Trash Talk Tailgate.
We're about to get busy.
For this episode, folks, for this live stream, we've had a great time. We appreciate everyone for coming around, especially the new people. We appreciate you for finding us, for sticking around, for talking. All of the love is always appreciated from the deep heart of the Trash Talk Tailgate. And for this episode, we're going to clean up and get out of here, y'all. Peace.